youths in a hall similar to this in ABAYA.She University in Kano. I was challenged for making a statement. You know what statement I made? I said, find an alternative to a white-collar job. I was confronted for challenging the youths to look inwards and find a solution to the rising youth unemployment in Nigeria. According to the Bureau of Statistics, of the about 180 million Nigerians, more than half of that are aged between 14 to 35. Of that figure, more than half, talking about close to 20 million youths, are unemployed, semi-employed, or underemployed. And I stand here to tell you that those of you waiting to graduate and get the white-collar job, you're going to be employed on level 8 as a university graduate. If you're lucky, you will be taking home a little above 100,000. And you know what? I'm here to talk about developing entrepreneurial mindset. This afternoon you had a snack, right? Interestingly, it was made by someone just like you. He did what? He developed his entrepreneurial mindset, and I just did a slight calculation. Take it, in a day, he served only 20 plates at the rate of 200. He gets home 4,000 naira, multiplied by 30. How much is that? 120,000 naira. When this student graduates, he will not have to go fighting for a white-collar job. Talk about entrepreneurial mindsets. What are we talking about? Basically, these are crucial and valuable 21st century skills. I had been sewing my clothes when I was in SS1 in secondary school. Many people don't believe that, but I started there. I said to myself, anytime I get to travel or I get people to travel to Saudi, I ask them to get clothes for me, to get the abaya for me. Why don't I start making one for me? Because I realized for me to make an impact, I have to have a way of getting an income. The resources, the capital. Someone here asked how someone gets resources to finance his projects. When you have the zeal, when you have the passion for something, you look for a solution. I wanted to help, and what's the way out? Africa ABAYA was the solution. I founded Africa ABAYA 2 years, and I was not fulfilled because it's not about making the profit, it's about giving back. I founded the Fashion for Development Initiative. And through that Fashion for Development Initiative, I was not only fortunate to make it to the Mandela Washington Fellowship in 2016, I was privileged to represent my own school in Washington, D.C., and I was opportune to meet President Obama. Not only that, I won the Tony Elumelu Foundation program. This shows you This clearly shows that when you're passionate about something, you go out of your way to find the solution. Fast forward, I was not fulfilled. I realized the mindset is what we need to develop. I realized most of our younger ones have what it takes to excel, but they lack the inspiration. They don't know how to go about it. They need the enabling environment. And I was fortunate to identify such opportunities, and I decided to give them the way. I founded the Inspire for Impact initiative. And I stand here to tell you that not only has that platform won the United States Department of State Reciprocal Exchange, I was selected to take part in the Commonwealth Head of Government Summit, in the Women's Forum, because of the work I'm doing just to inspire and motivate young people, particularly women and young girls, to give them the hope, particularly in my area of influence, northwestern and northeastern Nigeria. Moving on forward, in 2017, I just heard the passing away of the former Secretary General of the United Nations. And you know what? Hauwa met him. How? Because of the work I was doing. As youths, I stand to tell you that it's not about what you will get. It's about what you can give. Because when you focus and invest in developing yourself and impacting your society, every other thing comes falling in place. I'll tell you that in the last 3 to 4 years, I was fortunate enough that I've been awarded over 20 awards. And you know what? My certificate, my university certificate, did not win any one of those awards. It was my social enterprise and my what? Business enterprise. So today, I'm here to tell you that an entrepreneurial mindset is not just for the business-oriented people. We all need an entrepreneurial mindset. Even if you're going to work for somebody, no one wants someone that cannot think out of the box. Employees are looking forward to have workers that are going to help them develop ideas and provide solutions to the problems in their organizations. And as entrepreneurs, you have to develop an entrepreneurial mindset which focuses on what? Your creativity, your innovation, your flexibility, your adaptability, your initiatives, your critical thinking, your decision making. All these are things that you need to develop. Without these skills, you're not going to go anywhere. Okay, talking about AFRIK Abaya, I was inspired to fuse 2 fashion trends, the African and the Arabian, and I came up with AFRIK Abaya, telling you that if you're going into a business, you need to first and foremost understand your value proposition. What is that thing that you're bringing into that particular space? Many of us make the mistakes of going into a business without clearly understanding the gap that exists therein and what you're bringing to the table. You have to clearly identify a gap and then sit down and think, what am I bringing to add? What's going to make Mr. A not patronize Mr. A and patronize my own? That was the inspiration behind AFRIK Abaya. Our vision. You can see our vision and our mission. Dream and dream big, but as it is often said, the dream is what? Sold separately, and the dream is free, but the hustle is real. You have to go out of your comfort zone. I remember winning my first fashion show award in Lagos in 2015. Many said I was mad, many said I was crazy, many said I was abnormal, to borrow from Hamzat as well. Yes, she's going to Lagos to showcase an abaya, and Lagos people don't wear the abaya. I said yes. I was the only northerner out of 40 designers, and I was taking a modest outfit, and guess what? I won that fashion show. That tells you what? Going out of your comfort zone. I did, and I came tops. AFRIK Abaya got me the fellowship, not my work with the civil service. Okay. Talking about impact and the society. Whatever you do as an entrepreneur, you have to give back. That giving back is what we lack in our society. That is why we are where we are today. Assuming all the entrepreneurs we have, the businessmen and women, give back a little of what they earn back into the community, we're not going to be where we are today. So wherever you find yourself, as much as you can, try and give back in whatever way you are able to. Not only that, as students, we take things for granted. I always tell my core members, it's not about waiting I will get, waiting be my own. No, it's about what you give that comes back and folds. All the achievements I've made over the years did not come from me taking. It comes from me giving, sacrificing myself, and I am where I am today. Many people don't believe it, but the struggle is real. But when it's coming back, it comes back and folds. In 2016, many will not believe it, I entered the night bus to travel to Lagos, and they said Hauwa is crazy. And today, same people that said Hauwa is crazy are celebrating Hauwa. She's my friend, she's my cousin, she's my sister. So, whatever you do, give it your best. I'll leave you with these words from Professor Atahiru Jega. He says, our youth should not expect that their battles will be won for them by others while they remain indifferent. You have to identify the problem. You have to go out of your comfort zone. You have to find the solution, and everything will fall in place. Thank you very much.